So I'm thinking about recording a cosplay video for the channel finally.
Oh, cool. What are you thinking about doing?
That's the problem. I don't know an idea yet.
Are you fucking stupid?
What you mean?
Look behind you!
Oh.
Oh my!
What's up, guys, gals, non-binary pals? It's your boy Writer CGA, and I am going to finally be uploading a cosplay video. Yes, after almost a year, maybe even a little over, of having the Writer CGA handle, I have uploaded no cosplay videos or art videos. I don't know what I'm doing, and if it's not apparent by now, that's your fault. I figured that I would wait on a cosplay video because, you guys know, a lot of you know me for my cosplays, and the problem is, they're all done. Like, every single one of them are done or don't have enough upgrades worth making videos about. So, the whole time I've been uploading nonstop 2K videos, I've actually been working on this lovely gentleman behind me. This is actually an iron Sona I designed back in 2020. Longtime fans of the channel will remember that I made a video of speed art that I did when I first got my iPad designing this thing. And as quarantine hit back in 2020, I picked up my first 3D printer, which is this colossal failure right here. I want all of you to publicly shame this thing.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It's been in pieces for like 2 years now, and I genuinely have the parts to fix it. I just don't have the drive to put up with an Ender 3 anymore.
Dummy. Hi, dummy. How did you get that cap on your head? You earned it.
This suit was inspired by the Mark V briefcase suit, the colorway of that, the Mark I War Machine suit, and the Heartbreaker armor from Iron Man 3, which, by the way, is the best Iron Man movie. Only barely beaten by Iron Man 2, but it is easily top 5 MCU projects. I will die on that hill. I will fight you too. I have backup. This suit basically was like an amalgamation of those 3 suits, because those are my 3 favorite suits in the MCU. It's not my favorite Iron Man suit of all time, but in the MCU, those are my favorites. And so I just basically threw it up there and forgot about it until about 2020, 2021 is when I picked up my first 3D printer. I basically started learning 3D printing by printing small props. I printed my SMG for my Cyberpunk cosplay and some upgrades here and there before I really dove into the Iron Man project. Once I started learning 3D printing, and a lot of my mutuals on TikTok, which I'm gonna shout y'all out at the end of the video and all that. Everybody who helped me, you're gonna get shout outs throughout the video. Just be prepared for that. That's how I really got started. And the first thing I printed was, I think, a glove that I still have on the suit. All right, so now this is the part where I have to get up from my chair and go from top to bottom, because I feel like that's the best way to it. I will put in some Instagram photos that I put on my story as we go through, as well as some of the tools I need. So starting with the actual suit itself, while we discuss it, we're gonna go bit by bit on the way down. The helmet is a wonderfully crafted file that was a collaboration project between Walsh and Vec 3D on Instagram. I'm gonna link them down in the description. This helmet, oh my god, it's just, I love this thing. But we're not here to talk about that helmet, actually. I want to talk about a different helmet. I want to talk about this helmet. This was my original prototype for this helmet. The only issue I had was the fact that the helmet didn't fit.
Title of your sex tape.
Why doesn't it fit? Did you scale it? Oh, I did. I spent an entire 24 hours trying to scale this helmet. I even spent time motorizing it and getting the entire kit that's in the current helmet wired up. You want to know what I failed to account for? I didn't size the helmet with the actual motorization kit in the head. So when I wear it like normal, I have about that much room from my forehead to the top of the widow's peak. So if I tried to motorize this thing, my face would be pressed up against these side pistons so much that the jaw would not move and the helmet itself would not open or close. I got to retire it at Fan Expo Chicago, which was It was supposed to be the first time I test ran this suit before New York. So don't be afraid to remake parts if they're not good enough, because there are several parts of this suit I'm probably gonna remake. The helmet might be one of them because it got a nasty gouge in the cheek. I'm gonna see if I can maybe just doctor that up, but right now it's good as is. This helmet, however, is fully motorized. The only problem is that my padding fell out midway through day one at New York Comic Con. I didn't have time to put any more in. And if you can't notice by now, I have a scar right above the right side of my forehead where the helmet was digging into my skull. So please be safe. I know cosplays require a pound of flesh to work properly, but this ain't it. This helmet works perfectly as intended. It's got the entire crash. It's powered by a Miyade portable phone charger. It gives you 5 volts of battery with 2 amps. You're good to go. This thing lasted me all of Friday and of Saturday's New York Comic Con. And the link that I use that I'll try to provide in the description comes with 2. So you have no excuse to ever be powered down with both of them. So here is the helmet up close. As you can see, I took a lot more care and detail to the finish of it, with all the weathering and stuff. All of my paint processes were the same across the entire suit. I won't go into too much detail about it. That'll be for a separate video, because a lot of the techniques I used on this suit, I'm going to use in further suits. I have another project planned, so stay tuned and I'll make a painting video. But if you need one right now, bruh. Made a fantastic painting and sanding tutorial, the same with Frankly Built. The resources are there. Get your degree at YouTube University. Link is in the description. I think I'm gonna make a playlist of all the videos I use that helped me with my suit. So go to them. I'll put their channels also in the description as well. Did my helmet just turn up? This helmet is powered by the Crashworks 3D Alicia board with a Penelope keep on switch. Wonderful guys, wonderful people over at Crashworks made this board that basically makes motorizing Iron Man helmets and even motorizing other projects pretty accessible. I did not know anything about soldering or electronics. You don't need to. As long as you learn a 5-minute video of how to solder properly and learn how to properly connect things together, you can get a fully functioning helmet to do this. To turn clothes, you need to see in the dark, boom, turn the lights on. You can adjust your brightness. The amount of value you get out of these boards is absolutely insane, and I cannot thank them enough. And their customer service for helping your boy out in times of need, can't recommend them enough. Can't wait to buy more and make more Iron Man helmets. Let me tell you a story about this helmet, okay? This helmet was the last thing that I ended up actually printing when I was building this suit, because it was the second version. I was going to use the first version for New York, finished the suit, had time to spare, and worked on the helmet. Fam, I spent weeks, and I do mean weeks, on a finished helmet that could not motorize. No matter what I did, it would stutter open, it would contort, it would do all kinds of stuff except the thing I wanted it to do, which is just, this seems simple, right? You put the pieces together, you print them, you plug it in. No, apparently I'm just dumb. And then a savior arose. When I do mean savior, I am not saying this because I am friends with this person. Oh no, without this person, this helmet would not have made it to be motorized in New York. I would have just had lights and had to suffer. KiraKreates uploaded a helmet motorization tutorial. I think it was a week or 2, give or take, before I had to go to New York. I can't remember it. Held my hand and showed me the way for these pre-motorized kits. My friends and my partner were on Discord calls with me as I was trying to get this helmet to work, and I couldn't. That video came out the next day, full motorized helmet. So, that video, MVP, for real. Okay, now that the glazing is over, I'm gonna put this on and show you how it actually works. Usually I'd have a balaclava under this to protect my head, but I'm not putting that on right now because I'm not putting the suit on. Damn.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Go to the tutorial from KiraKreates. the dude will give you, if you're making an Iron Man motorized helmet, him, frankly built, they will get you right. We're going down to the neck plate. The neck plate itself is literally just the files from the Heartbreaker armor shrunk down to fit my neck with 2 elastic strips and a magnet system. That's literally it. It's just purse magnets. It literally latches like a purse. Now, before we move on to the rest of the suit, we have to address the elephant in the room. Or shall I say, the barrel in the room.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This took a lot of prototyping. I'm gonna start with the gun and work my way back with the armature while putting some pictures up in detail for y'all to see. The gun itself was a $50 Nerf gun you can get right now at Walmart. I got it for $25 because it was on sale 1 year during Black Friday. I'm not even kidding you. It was fluorescent blue and orange, and as you can see, this thing, it doesn't look blue and orange no more. This is probably one of the most proud paint jobs I've ever done on the entire suit, and that's saying a lot given the amount of effort I put into the battle damage of it, which I'll get to in a moment. The armature itself, here is where the problems lie, because I seen the way that DO3D made the files. However, I refuse to trust 3D printed plastic under the weight of something like this. Not only is it awkward, it's such a thin part that the probability of it breaking is very high. So I had to then take the time to not only go into the Heartbreaker files and combine the base. I had to 3D model on Nomad Sculpt the base of the armature for the War Machine suit, but then I had to also combine it to the back of the Heartbreaker armor, and then attach every single file for the armature to build one while sculpting out a way to put PVC pipe on the inside, which makes it very easy to disassemble. Moving on to the chest plate. The chest plate is divided into 2 sections, so I'll start from the front and move our way to the back. The front part was the DO3D Heartbreaker file chest plate that I cut out the arc reactor of, or I should say I forgot to print the other parts of the arc reactor, but I kind of like my method better, so we're going to pretend like I did that intentionally. I took the files from Neon Robotnik, who is a legend, by the way, Instagram in the description, who 3D modeled a arc reactor that is literally interchangeable. If you like an arc reactor from the first movie, you can make it. If you like it from the from the Iron Man 3, you can make it. It's a one-size-fit-all system where you can interchange the faceplates. I'm telling you, it is crazy. He modeled like 19 different covers for you to use, as well as diffusers. And here's the best part, it is free! Free $99 on Thingiverse right now. I will put it in the description right next to Neon Robotnik's Instagram. Please, for the love of God, go follow this individual. Absolute legend. Now you're probably wondering, this arc reactor, right? How long did it take for me to make? It probably took a real complicated system. I mean, you gotta learn NeoPixels, you gotta learn you gotta learn coding. I mean, how did you do it? It's literally just a puck light you can get at Walmart. It was a cheap method that took like $14. And that was with the hot glue. That's counting the hot glue I spent to glue it in. So yeah, it's literally just a puck light. Don't be afraid to use the simplest solutions. Moving on to the back plate. The back plate is in 3 different pieces. So the 2 different pieces. The shoulders are actually separated from the back. I had to PLA while this was the beginning of most of my issues because these are load-bearing parts. The problem is there's no way to print the back plate with the shoulders attached to make it uniform and strong. So it took a lot of super glue, hot glue, and PLA welding to get it as strong as it was now, because the first year I was supposed to wear was the C2E2 2023 after staying up 24 hours straight, which, mind you, don't do that. If you just be realistic with yourself. When I got to the parking garage of C2E2, we get there late because of me, and we get it on only for this shoulder piece to snap off in the parking lot. So now I am left C2E2 wheeling around an Iron Man suit the entire day. Once this is all finished, it's literally just a backpack. That's all it is. It just goes on my back like a backpack. How this attaches to the chest itself. The best part about this is when you find somebody who looks at your thing from the outside perspective and gives you a solution that makes you upset that you didn't think of it first. KiraKreates, good friend of mine and Aloy cosplayers, we were talking at Fan Expo 2022, who made a beautiful Iron Man suit and Halo suit, so go ahead, put you in the description, gave me the simplest solution. Why don't you just Velcro it? Yeah, it turns out that the simplest solution was just to make Velcro tabs. I was trying to make magnet tabs. This suit wasn't happening. I tried to do the cabinet latch method that Emily the engineer did. Wasn't happening. But this method right here, Velcro, I mean, unless I straight up yank this down, it's not coming off. And it's supported by 2 magnet tabs that are on the sides here and here to keep it kind of aligned. It's not perfectly aligned, obviously, but it's enough. Nobody's going to be seeing your arms here anyway. The shoulder pauldrons are literally just buckled. They're just buckled in. So it's not even like it's that crazy. They're just buckled in. Elbows and the arms are actually all attached with elastic and button snap. The way that this works is when this is on my arm, the elbow pieces have 4 snap button systems. They go and connect to each side of the arm and each side of the forearm that I've designated using elastic bands. So it's all a button and snap system. It gives me the maximum amount of mobility in my arm while keeping it all in one place. Speaking of the buckling and harnessing system, I have 2 buckles with nylon straps that dangle from inside the chest and connect inside of my ab plate so it subducts while also giving me the maximum amount of range of motion. The thing I designed the most when I was building this suit was range of motion. Mobility is going to be your best friend. If you can conquer stairs in an Iron Man suit, you are ahead of a lot of people. Trust me.
Conquer stairs. He's conquering all the stairs. Look at him go.
I have a button snap that connects in the middle of this codpiece. This is very phallic. I'm so sorry. I also have these attached with Velcro on the sides with tabs because I was going to do magnets, but again, they failed, so Velcro it is. Moving on to the forearms themselves. This is the pretty one because the other one had a chemical reaction and needs to get repainted. This is literally, this had needed so much padding because of how heavy they are for my suit, right? The way the War Machine armor goes on is it has a forearm gun, which I put 4 sets of bar magnets and a crazy amount of hot glue in my arm so that way it goes on. The way that this goes on, and this can lead into the gloves too. These are the forearm guns that attach to it. I didn't exactly build these how DL3D was said they're supposed to be built, but it works good enough. Did a custom colorway. All you do, line it up with one, and it automatically lines them up with the other. And look at that. Perfect. And then I usually, once I get my suit on, I rotate my arms so that way it looks like that. It's gonna move throughout the day, so if you have a handler, just adjust it. But yeah, and this doesn't come off. Like, I can move my arm as long as I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying, swinging it around or coming to a certain jerk. This ain't coming off. These stayed on the entirety of NYCC weekend, except for one time where somebody with the spatial awareness of a sandal decided to bump into me despite seeing me coming. My glove system, I wanted to be independent where I could wear my gloves separately from the suit, but that wasn't happening. So what I did, and I'll make a tutorial about this, let me know in the comments if you want a tutorial on how to make this. Literally, you can make an Iron Man glove for 25 bucks. All I did is take a clicker light that goes in a closet, I disassembled it, wired a JST connector, and put it in both sides of the glove. Once I put batteries in, so I take it, I slide it into my arm, put it in like this, plug it in, slide my hand in the glove, readjust it, and then get everything in the proper place, and then boom. You have a Iron Man Repulsor gauntlet for less than $25. The back plate is also something I did an amendment to. So the way Frankly Built did it is he put a buckle connecting this to the hand so you can disassemble it at any time. For neither love nor money, I couldn't get that to work, so I literally just put some elastic strips and hot glued it to the glove, and it works the same way. Like, and in my suit, I have plenty of range of motion to put my hand up, to do my poses. You know what I'm saying? You get the picture. You get the picture. Okay. I think I just ripped my pants. I'm like 90% certain I just ripped my pants. I'm 90% certain I just ripped my pants. Bro, I ripped my pants recording this video, bruh. I ripped my pants. Bro, I can't believe I just ripped my fucking pants recording it, man. Talking about the actual pants for a second, we'll have to talk about what's underneath the suit that I'm not taking out because this takes 45 minutes to get on the stand. These are attached via a harnessing system. With the help of Aloy Cosplayer, we sewed together a very quick nylon harness system that attaches with buckles. So it's basically like a fighter pilot's harness, for lack of a better term. One buckle clips across the chest. It's got two shoulder straps that link with the thing that links in the back. It has a buckle across the waist, and then 4 of these that dangle for your front, back, back. Simple as that. I slide the legs on, buckle it, whatever, and then the thighs are on. They don't go anywhere. The same system that I've done for the arms with the buttons and snaps. Same with my knee pads, and the knee pads are connected to the front of the calves. The calves actually clamshell around my leg by splitting them in half. The way BO3D set up these files, they're supposed to clamshell around your leg because a lot of Iron Man suits don't necessarily allow you to slide your leg through. Some do, most don't. So I prefer to split it in half, and I use Velcro and magnets to basically, after I slide this on, the whole leg is pretty much done. All I gotta do is attach the back plate, suctions together, and it's on my legs perfectly fine. The shoes are just basic shoe covers that I learned from Frankly Built. You chop the bottoms of the feet off. They go over like an old beat up pair of Jordans that no one ever notices. This undersuit was actually a custom undersuit that zips in the front that was sewn together for me by Aloy Cosplayer. So follow them on the Instagram. This was using Yaya Han's basic hexagonal fabric because I couldn't find a scuba suit that had this kind of pattern. So this is perfect. Maybe I'll learn to sew and upgrade it to make it look more like Tony Stark's undersuit from like the Iron Man 2 video game. But for now, this is perfect. Very comfortable too. It is so insane that I made this. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like messing with me because like every day I wake up and I see this. This is something I built. Like regardless of all of like the praise and stuff, it's the fact that I built this is the most proud thing, because this is my second ever cosplay build. My first one was my Mass Effect build that many of you know, but this right here is just, it's like it's a humbling experience, honestly, to not only wear this, but wear this at the first time I've ever attended New York Comic Con and to meet so many people that I looked up to, whose videos helped make this build. I mean, everybody from Plentiful Props to Danny from CTK, meeting Frank, whose first words, and I kid you not, first words when he saw my suit was "holy shit." Already, that's a win. That's a win right there. KiraKreates, and just making friends through the process of building is a crazy experience. So this ain't the end. Like I'm definitely got more planned. There's a certain something, like a certain franchise that I'm currently going through that I'm going to be building a weapon from, and it is a 6-foot-long sword. So you can guess in the comment section if you want. If you already know, don't spoil it. Yeah. This was my Iron Man suit. And this is gonna be the first of 2 to 3 that I make. But right now I'm just on a break and I'm supremely late. So until next time, it's your boy Ryder CGA, and I will catch everybody next time. Peace. Ow. Oh.
Dope shit like that, Germ. Oh, hi. Welcome back to Kids. Follow your dreams. Yeah. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids, they call it Goonies. I see the future, crystal ball, mirror, mirror hanging on the wall. Who the fly white boy of the mall? Got your girlfriend screening all the calls. She bubbling, we fucking and you cuddling. Like, baby, where the fuck you been? Don't wanna tell you she in love with him. So we ain't saying nothing. You could probably tell she bluffing, cause she kissed you with the mouth. She gave me head with my concussion. Yeah, she blushing, all red. Wanna rush and go to bed. You interrogate that bitch like you the